Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is t to the power of 2 divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over t to the power of 2. What are the values of t from here? So let's provide a solution. Now, we have t squared over 64. This is equal to 64 over t squared. So the first thing to do here, let's cross multiply. So that now we have t squared times t squared. This is equal to 64 times 64. Now, this implies that we can express 64 as 8 to the power of 2. Now, here we have t to the t squared times t squared. This is equal to 64, which is 8 to the power of 2 times 8 to the power of 2. The next step is that t to the power of 2 times t squared and 8 squared times 8 squared. This is in the form of 8 to the power of n times a to the power of m, which we can express as a to the power of n plus m. Applying this exponent property from here, then this implies we have t raised to the power 2 plus 2. From here, this is equal to 8 raised to the power 2 plus 2. So here we have t to the power of 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. So this is equal to 8 to the power of 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. So we have t raised to the power 4. This is equal to 8 to the power of 4. The next step is to take 8 to the power of 4 on the left-hand side, so that we have t to the power of 4 minus 8 to the power of 4. This is equal to 0. The next step from here, we can express t to the power of 4 as t to the power of 2 raised to the power 2. Subtract 8 to the power of 4, which is 8 to the power of 2 raised to the power 2. This is equal to 0. This equation here is in the form of a squared minus b squared, which is the difference of two perfect squares, which you can express as a plus b, then a minus b. From our equation here, a is equal to t squared and b is equal to 8 squared. So this implies that here a plus b, this is the same thing as t squared plus 8 squared. And this is actually equal to 0. Let's call this equation 1. We have a minus b. This is the same thing as t squared minus 8 squared. This is equal to 0. Let's call this equation 2. Let's start with equation 1. In this case, let's call this case 1. So in case 1, we have t squared plus 8 squared. This is equal to 0. So this implies that we have a sum of 2. This is actually the sum of 2 squares expressed as a squared plus b squared, which we can express as a plus bi, then a minus bi. Applying this property from here. Now applying this property from here, this implies we have t plus 8i multiplied by t minus 8i. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. The first part is t plus 8i. This is equal to 0. The second part is t minus 8i. This is equal to 0. So we have that t1 is equal to minus 8i. And t2 from here, this is the same thing as 8i. Let's proceed to case 2 from here. In case 2, we have t squared minus 8 squared. This is equal to 0. Now, you find that this is the difference of two squares expressed as a squared minus b squared, which you can express as a plus b. Then here, a minus b. So here we have t plus 8, and then we have t minus 8. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here again. We have t plus 8. This is equal to 0. And here we have t minus 8, this is equal to 0. So we have that t3, this is equal to minus 8. And t4 from here, this is the same thing as 8. So this implies that we have 4 solutions. We have 4 solutions here. That is t1. t1 is equal to minus 8i. t2, this is equal to 8i. And we have that t3, this is equal to negative 8. And t4, this is equal to 8. So the next step from here is to verify that these 4 solutions satisfies the equation. Now, if you recall, we have that t squared over 64, this is equal to 64 over t squared. Let's start with t1. In this case, we have t1 equal to negative 8i. Let's substitute here. Now let's verify that t1 satisfies the equation. Let's substitute t1 here. We have minus 8i raised to power 2 over 64. This is equal to 64 over negative 8i raised to power 2. So we have here, this is the same thing as minus 8 raised to the power of 2 times I squared divided by 64. This is equal to 64 divided by negative 8 squared times I squared. But I squared, this is the same thing as minus 1. Okay? So let's substitute from here. So we have minus 8 squared times negative 1 divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over negative 8 squared times negative 1. So negative 8 squared, this is equal to 64, which is over, now times negative 1 here, divided by 64. This is equal to 64 divided by 64 times negative 1. 64 and 64 simplifies here, so that we have minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So this implies that the left add side is equal to the right add side. And this implies that t1 satisfies the equation. Let's proceed to t2 from here. In this case, t2 is equal to 8i. So substituting this, we have 8i squared divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over 8i squared. So 8i squared, this is the same thing as 64 times I squared, which is negative 1, divided by 64. This is equal to 64 divided by, this is 8 squared, which is 64, times I squared, which is minus 1. From here, we can simplify again, so that now we have minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So the left add side is equal to the right add side. And this implies that t2 satisfies the equation. Let's proceed to t3. t3 from here, this is the same thing as minus 8. Now, substituting this here, we have minus 8 squared divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over minus 8 squared. So this is the same thing as minus 8 squared. This is 64 over 64. This is equal to 64 divided by minus 8 squared, which is 64. Let's simplify here and also here, so that we have, on the left hand side we have 1, and on the right add side we have 1. So the left add side is equal to the right add side. Now let's verify t4 from here. Let's verify t4. t4 is equal to 8. Let's substitute this. to the equation so that we have 8 squared divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over 8 squared. So 8 squared is 64 divided by 64. This is equal to 64 over 64. So this implies here, we simplify here, we simplify. Let's simplify here by 64, 1, by 64, 1, and also here 1. So we have that 1 is equal to 1. So we have that the left add side is equal to the right add side. And this implies that the first set of solution here satisfies the equation. That is 2 real solutions. We have 2 real solutions here and 2 complex solutions. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. See you in the next video.